In every great story, the hero's strength is measured by the quality of their enemies. Villains in video games aren't just obstacles, they are the story. They test us, they taunt us, they break us, and sometimes they become more iconic than the heroes themselves. Over the years, gaming has given us layers, morality complex antagonists, but there's also a special place in dark gamer hearts for the healed. The villains who don't care about sympathy or redemption, they just love being evil, they crave power, and they want you to know it. Whether they're delivering evil monologues, committing world-ending atrocities, or making our lives living hell, these bad guys have become legends. First up on our list is Heihachi Mishima. Tekken, if a toxic masculinity was distilled into a human form, it will look like Heihachi Mishima. The patriarch of Tekken cursed Mishima family, Heihachi set a new standard for villainous fathers. That man threw his 5-year-old son Kazuya into an active volcano because he thought the boy was weak. And just to spice things up, he later tried to kill his grandson Jin as well. Heihachi isn't just cruel, he's obsessed with power, corporate power to be exact, supernatural power, physical domination, and even death itself can't stop him. He has blown up, hurled into volcanoes, and killed multiple times over in the series, but always comes back stronger. His spiked electrocuted hairstyle, cold gaze, and ruthless fighting style has made him an instant icon. He's not just a villain, he's an alpha antagonist who shaped the entire Tekken saga and the fighting game genre itself. Albert Wesker, Resident Evil. Albert Wesker didn't just betray the STARS teammate, he betrayed humanity. Introduced as a cold, calculating captain of the STARS unit in the original Resident Evil, Wesker revealed himself as a double agent working for the sinister Umbrella Corporation, but that was just the beginning. Though generic engineering and sheer narcissism, Wesker evolved into a near immortal superhero with godlike power. His ultimate goal? Release the Ouroboros virus and cleanse humanity, creating a new perfect race. His signature black sunglasses, and even in the pitch black room, slick black hair and smug arrogance made him unforgettable. Even after his death in Resident Evil 5 when Chris Redfield punched a boulder into him and launched him into a volcano, again with the volcanoes with these villains. Wesker's legacy looms over the series. Wesker wasn't just a villain, he was a face Resident Evil's brand of science fiction horror. Handsome Jack, Borderlands 2. Imagine if Elon Musk, a Bond villain, and a stand-up comedian fused into one maniac. That's Handsome Jack, the president of the Hyperion Corporation. Jack is charming, hilarious, and absolutely insane. He mocks the player consistently, delivers gut-busting monologues, and kills anyone who stands in his way, including his own daughter. What makes Jack so special is the perfect blend of comedy and horror. One minute he's cracking jokes, the next minute he's committing atrocities with a grin. Damian Clark's voice performance escalated Jack from villain to legend. Without him, Borderlands 2 would have just been another loot shooter. Instead, it became one of the most beloved games of his era. Handsome Jack didn't just want power, he wanted to be loved while being evil, and somehow he succeeded. Next on the list is Bowser. Super Mario Bowser is the blueprint for video game villain. For over 40 years, he's kidnapped Princess Peach, terrorized the Mushroom Kingdom, and battled Mario in hundreds of games. And despite losing quite every time, he never quits. Bowser's design, a fire-breathing turtle dragon with spikes in a massive shell, is instantly recognizable worldwide. His deep laugh and over-the-top scheme has become part of gaming culture itself. While Nintendo occasionally shows off his softer sides, like reluctantly being an ally in Super Mario RPG, Bowser is his best when he's being his classic mustache-twirling villain. Commitment? Now that's Bowser's real superpower. At number 6 on our list, Shang Tsung, Mortal Kombat. Your soul is mine. With that one line, Shang Tsung became immortal.
Your soul is mine.
The shape-shifting sorcerer of Mortal Kombat, Shang Tsung is one of the ultimate manipulators. He doesn't just kill his enemies, he steals their souls and uses their own powers against them. Portrayed masterfully in the 1995 Mortal Kombat film, reprised in the Mortal Kombat 11, Shang Tsung became the franchise's most cunning and charismatic villain. He's a classic cowardly heel, deceptive, sly, and always cheating to win. And whenever he does win, he enjoys every damn second of it. No other villain in Mortal Kombat balanced cruelty and charisma like Shang Tsung. At number 5, Revolver Ocelot, Metal Gear Solid. Most villains serve a single purpose. Revolver Ocelot, he serves chaos. First appearing in gunslinging sadist in Metal Gear Solid, Ocelot quickly revealed himself as a master manipulator. He switched allegiances consistently, played multiple sides against each other, and became a central figure in the entire Metal Gear timeline. By Metal Gear Solid 4, Ocelot was literally possessed by Liquid Snake's consciousness. Don't ask. But no matter how convoluted the plot became, Ocelot remained the series' most fascinating villain. His revolver tricks, cowboy fetish, and gritty voice made him iconic. He wasn't just a heel, he was a wild card, unpredictable, dangerous, and very essential. Next on the list, nobody's made more characters cry than Sephiroth. Final Fantasy. Fewer villains have shaped gaming and gamer emotions like Sephiroth. Tail, silver hair, stoic, wielding the absurdly long sword, Sephiroth became the perfect blend of beauty, menace, and tragedy. Originally a hero, Sephiroth discovered the dark origins drove him mad. He burned villages, killed innocents, and orchestrated one of the most famous deaths in video game history. You know the one. His theme song, One Winged Angel, sends chilled down spines decades later, and his presence in the ongoing Final Fantasy remake series shows his enduring power. Sephiroth wasn't just an RPG villain, he was a cultural moment. Ganon, The Legend of Zelda. Ganon is more than a villain, he's a force of nature. Whether in his beastly Ganon form or the cunning soldier of Ganondorf, he represents the internal struggle between darkness and light in the Zelda series. His hunger for the Triforce and his domination over Hyrule never wavers, and even when defeated, he always finds a way to return because evil, just like the tides, is inevitable. Ganondorf design has evolved beautifully over the years. In Tears of the Kingdom, he's even achieved sexy villain status.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I didn't name that, I didn't deem it, that's what you guys put, but don't lie like you didn't notice it. No matter the reincarnation, Ganondorf is the mythic villain every hero dreams of defeating. Vas Montenegro, Far Cry 3. Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity? With that one monologue, Vas Montenegro became a legend. Portrayed with the mesmerizing intensity of Mitchell Mando, Vas was chaotic, dangerous, and impossible to ignore. His unpredictability kept players on the edge. Every encounter was a mixture of fear, fascination, and adrenaline. Vas wasn't even the final boss in Far Cry 3, but he stole the entire game. Ubisoft built the marketing campaign around him, and fans considered him one of the greatest villains in any shooter. Vas proved that villains could outshine the protagonist. He didn't even want power, he just wanted to break you psychologically, and honestly, he succeeded. Honorable mentions before we reveal the greatest heel of all time. Let's pay a tribute to villains who almost made the cut. M. Bison, Street Fighter. The dictator of Shadaloo, wielding psycho powers and crushing anyone who stands in his way. Andrew Ryan, Bioshock. He was philosophical and ruthless. His would you kindly
get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly get this thing? Would you kindly head to Ryan's office and kill the son of a bitch?
twist shatters players' mind. The elusive man, Mass Effect. A suave manipulator balancing humanity's survival with his own. The Lich King, Warcraft. Once a noble prince and now an embodiment of death and corruption, these villains were all massively written and terrifying, but there's only one that stands at the top. And with that on the list is number 1, Dr. Robotnik, Eggman. Sonic the Hedgehog, Dr. Ivo Robotnik, never Eggman, was always Robotnik. Before the complex backstories and tragic anti-heroes and cinematic cutscenes, Robotnik gave us pure, unfiltered villainy. What was his obsession? Taking over the world and putting cute, adorable animals inside little robots. It was kind of fucked up and weird. His methods, outlandish machines, convoluted trap, and enough mustache whap to power the steam engine. Robotnik is the perfect mix of cartoon evil and genius threat. No matter how many times Sonic defeats him, he always returns with something bigger, badder, and weirder. His iconic design, round body, wild mustache, and red outfit made him instantly recognizable, and Jim Carrey's recent portrayal in the Sonic movies reintroduced his chaotic brilliance to the new generation. Robotnik doesn't care about sympathy, he doesn't want you to understand, he just wants to win, and damn it, after a decade of trying, he's earned a spot as gaming's greatest heel of all time.
You're a maniac! You are abandoned, and I am the goddamn hero!
With that being said, this is my personal list of the greatest enemies of all times in gaming history. Heroes may come for the glory, but villains make the storytelling. These 10 icons in their honorable mention did more than just challenge us. They shaped our memories and gave us sheer rage and sometimes admired. So the next time you face a video game villain, remember, without a heel, there's no hero. So please drop your picks in the comments. But without further ado, this ends my video. If you like this, please subscribe and join me on Twitch, where I go live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 9:30 Eastern Time. Take care and stay alpha.